Welcome to GameBros. This is Cuco.
This is DJ Fuego.
Coming to you live from the GameBros studios.
Coquito.
Is joining us in, the third wheel seat, I guess we want to call it. So it's been a while since we've been on our show. It's been a long time, actually. It's been almost like 3 weeks that we haven't done our show, which kind of sucks for us because it kind of messes up the rotation. But we finally got our computer running perfectly now. We got our editing software working better than before, and the cameras, I think, look better too. And we did a little logo change to our screen in the back. So I hope you guys like our logo. It's actually me and DJ Fuego, and the letters each symbolize a different game. So I think it's pretty cool. Everybody sees our logo. Everybody sees our logo on our T-shirts. They always tell me, they always compliment me. They say, "Yeah, that's a pretty good logo," because they start recognizing, oh, that's the G from Gears, that's the B from Battlefield, and that was like the whole point of the game, the whole point of the logo. So I thought it was pretty cool. Like always, we always talk news. We talk video games here. You guys are more than welcome to call into our show. It's 305-767-2134, or you could even Skype into the show, and it's on Skype. We're GameBros_show. Very simple, very easy. And like I said, you guys are always welcome. We always want to talk to you guys about, video games, tech, sports, whatever you guys want to talk about. This show is driven more by that. If you guys chat with us, if you guys call in, it makes the show funner, interesting, and I think a lot better. What do you think, DJ?
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah.
I was asking DJ, but Randy Savage also could, give us his opinion, which is cool. So we were coming off a big E3 conference, so that's what we want to do our show today. Today's going to be this big E3. We're going to copulate all the videos, all the, announcements, and feed it back to you guys, all condensed and small. So we're condensing like 4 days of show into like a 1 hour and a half show. So the first conference was Xbox. They announced a bunch of stuff that they're excited for. First thing off the bat, the whole thing with Xbox is they didn't want to talk about anything else other than games. And how do you feel about that, way of going about things?
Picking you.
Everybody wanted that.
It's happening.
Other game
I'm gonna go kill some
hosts
Titans.
And all these people doing editing, and all these people. Everybody just, I wanted to see games. I want to see games. I want to see games.
Oh,
Me
no.
personally, I want to see.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting out of here.
Everything.
I think I just died again.
I want to
Here,
see.
you try
my
it.
system
You
get
try
a
and do something.
Upgrade, or maybe there's a new GUI or new button.
You
new
got that
app, or
double
something's
jump
gonna
like
happen.
perfected.
Oh,
look at you! Look at that wall! Wow, look at that!
Gotta set you up. Get right behind that guy. Finish him off.
This is like updating.
Sucker!
Constant,
Gather.
that we're going through.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Xbox, record that.
Always updating. Everything's trying to change. And if you don't show me
Titan's ready
like
though.
that,
So for the first 10 seconds or so, nobody can mess with it.
Xbox and
Nice.
Xbox especially.
Okay, I think you pretty much got this one.
You're such a liar, but thank you. I appreciate
A
it.
lot of software and hardware.
See, the more you play, you get better and better.
Tier 2 just video games. I would be like,
Yeah.
look, I know we took
So what I'm trying to teach you is don't give up. Oh,
our plans
I
are
just
gonna be,
died.
Don't make it sound good. Don't make it sound like,
Xbox,
oh,
go to
crap.
Skype.
Let's just pull out games. and maybe
Xbox,
they'll
call
play.
Dusty Welch.
Well, I
Really
think
good
Xbox
picture,
was
Dusty.
backed into like a corner where they couldn't win no matter
Dusty!
what. Like if
What's
they
up?
showed
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
stuff for
Here comes Joel.
I
entertainment
love
purposes,
Titanfall. I
people
love
would
that
say,
you
"Oh, here we
can
go again."
run
Xbox
on
with their
walls
entertainment crap,
and
then,
can become a
now
Titan,
people
and you
criticize
can
them
ride on
for
Titans.
not showing entertainment. They
What's up,
criticize them for
bitch?
just doing video games.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, you can't just back down what you just said
Xbox
throughout
One,
the
now
whole
starting at
E3,
$399.
and you
Last
spent
last year's E3.
last year trying to convince everybody that this is the system, it does everything. This
I'm
is
learning
what
how
you can
badass
do, this is what
Xbox
you
One is.
One.
and
Xbox,
then
go to
not just
Titanfall.
Not talk about it. Like it's just
Picking
having
you.
like a big elephant
I
in
like
the room
you.
and just not talk about
Oh,
it.
it's happening.
There were
I'm gonna go kill some
systems,
Titans.
Some problems you guys had to go through, but trying to make it seem like it was nothing. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Oh,
It was
no.
all part of the
Uh-oh.
master plan.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Talk
getting
about
out of
the
here.
camera
I think I just died again.
That was
Here, you try
non-existent.
it. You try and do something.
I have all the notes here of all the stuff they announced.
Okay.
They
You got
announced
that double jump
Dance
like
Central
perfected.
for the
Oh, look at
Xbox
you. Look
One,
at that
which
wall.
is Connect
Wow, look
based.
at that.
But it was like,
That's such
hey,
a-
we got
get
Dance
right
Central
behind that
4. It's
guy.
gonna
Finish
be a
him off.
downloadable game. All right, peace, guys. Like if they were afraid to talk about it.
Yes.
So
Very afraid.
I was surprised they didn't say, because the same exact day they had the conference. I'm surprised they didn't say, hey, go out there and get your Xbox One without the Connect for $399,
They
which
didn't
I
even
thought
say
they
that.
were gonna do that because that
Yeah.
was a big thing. They did announce Forza Horizon 2, which we're looking at here, which is another driving game from the whole Forza series. The
Ladies and
Forza
gentlemen,
series
the
itself
co-founder and
is more
creative
of
director for
a
Cloud
racing
Gym,
simulator.
David
And the
Jones.
Forza Horizon
Today,
series is
I'm
more
excited
like
to
an
reveal
arcade
the
racing
return of a
game,
game
and
close
a
to
lot of
my
people
heart
like the
and the hearts of
arcade
many
feel to
gamers.
it.
Yeah, it's
And one we're
not so
building all
technical.
new
You don't have
and
to worry about the
exclusively for
suspension and
Xbox One.
setups and different.
In
that.
addition
You
to
don't
a
have to be
whole new
crucial with all
campaign,
the different
fully
things.
playable in
That's
co-op.
why everybody likes
It's
to tier
also
to the
coming back
arcade.
in a
It's more of a
revolutionary
picking up,
new
play with the cards.
multiplayer
You don't have to
experience.
worry about so much
One
about
powered
it.
by an
And
army
it's a
of
good thing that
dedicated
they're going
servers
through, but
on Xbox Live.
I
It's
don't know,
time
I
to
want some more.
reimagine your open
Yeah,
world
they
gaming
announced
experience.
they announced a bunch of games. Like they did nothing but video games the whole time.
Yeah, they did.
didn't talk anything about Xbox Live or none of that stuff. Which Xbox Gold, which was a good thing. I liked it. They also showed what we're watching right now, which is Crackdown. It's another exclusive that they're remaking for the Xbox One, which is a pretty cool game. I liked it. It's more of an open world game where everybody was excited when they announced Crackdown.
I'm
getting-
excited by the tech that they're going to be using. They're going to use cloud to be processing some of the power. I kind of like that move that they're pushing it towards that. I think that's cool. But I know that's their like handicap, I guess. Is they're underpowered, they have to use that.
Yeah, they have to get the cloud to do most of the computing for them that they're not getting out of the machine. But the game looks pretty cool. It's like an over-the-top game. You can see here they're gonna take out a whole building basically, which is pretty awesome. Well, when they started the conference, the first game they showed off was Call of Duty. Everybody was, it's kind of like the Super Bowl. Like they start placing bets on different little things, and one of the bets is like which game are they going to come out with first, which is the one that is going to lead into the conference, and which one's going to end the conference. And for the last, I think, 3 years now, I think Call of Duty has opened the conference. And again, Call of Duty, Activision going with Xbox is going to get exclusive DLC first, and that's how they kind of separate themselves from PlayStation, which, say what you want to say, Call of Duty is a big system seller. It's where, the game that everybody buys every year because you have to. If not, you're not cool.
Yeah, that's right. And that's basically what every Xbox player is playing. Call of Duty.
As a game
You ask
creator,
anybody, majority, I
passion
would say
has
like
been giving
90%
audiences
are
unique
playing Call of
experiences.
Duty. So you have to put
Today,
that game that's
we will give you
selling
the first
with
look
that
at
game
our
that
next
everybody's playing
creation.
on top.
Prepare
It's
to
cool,
see
I
action
guess,
at a
very
whole
predictable.
new scale.
But I am really, really liking this Call of Duty. I love the way they're doing it. The story seems cool.
They went for a more futuristic soldier. I guess kind of has like a armored suit around him to kind of amplify his attributes, which is a cool thing. Right now we're watching a Xbox One exclusive game made by Games, the guys that made the game that you used to play.
With Dynasty Warriors?
No, the one for the PlayStation 3. And they made the one that the guy looked like Goku, basically. I forgot the
I
name.
don't remember.
I'm drawing a blank right now. But they made this game. It's called Scalebound. And basically, it's rides dragons, and he's got his own armored suit, and it looked pretty
And
awesome.
some beats for headphones.
He's got Beats Audio. So right here, we can see where the Scalebound name comes from. And I guess you're a dragon hunter, and you have your own dragon, which is something different, something cool. And when I saw it, I was like, wow, I would like to play this game because it's different. You know, I haven't seen anything like this. And then you get like a 8-headed Hydra and a dragon. So there's got to be some multiplayer because now every game has multiplayer. You're probably gonna have like these air battles with dragons and stuff. So that was one of the exclusive games. So basically, they came out with Call of Duty. Then they went with Forza. Then they had the game Evolve, which it looks pretty awesome. It's made by the same guys that made Left 4 Dead. It's a multi-platform game. Also, after that, they showed a little Assassin's Creed Unity. Then they showed one of the games that I'm dying to play for the Xbox, which is Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
So I like how they started off. They started off, you're like, oh man, another shooting game.
Another Call of Duty.
And then you see the guy, Battlefield looking guy, and then you see the Insomniac door, so you know it's going to be some over-the-top shooting. And Sunset Overdrive looks awesome. I can't wait to play this game. I think this is going to be a system seller for the Xbox
definitely.
One because it's not like any other game I've ever seen. I like the animated style that they went for.
I love the colors on this. The scheme is so bright, vibrant, looks realistic. Not realistic, but like the colors, it doesn't have that.
It's believable.
Yeah, exactly. I really like that. I think every game should be in that color scheme. I hate those like dark and dull and like all these freaking, I don't know, just dead colors.
And the funny thing is, when I saw the trailer, I told my brother, oh, but they copied Infamous, the grinding on the poles. And my brother's like, that Ratchet and Clank did it first. I was like, ooh, you're right. I forgot about that.
Basically, that's what this game is. Just put real people. But really good, though. It's a very fun game. I've seen some gameplay.
It's over the top. It's nothing but just mayhem, chaos, and just fun.
Yeah, just do whatever you want, however you want, and you are the person. You're not him. You are you, like specifically.
Yeah.
And you get to play with other people, multiplayer and stuff like that, same way. And I think it's just drop in, drop out kind of style. So it's just fun. You just have fun with it. And they have over the top guns like always. Insomniac always has these crazy guns that they're always trying to.
Can you help others survive? Can you save Sunset City? Can you? For the love of God, can you?
I really like this game. Like you said, the color scheme is awesome.
It's
the
a
graphics
f***ing video game.
Freaking cool.
That's gonna come out next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Insomniac Games, Ted
DLC
Price.
So they showed some DLC for Dead Rising. It had, think
Sunset
of all the Street
Overdrive,
Fighter
you,
names
yes,
throughout
you
the years
are the
all
hero.
smushed together.
Customize your character,
Street
be who you
Fighter,
want to be.
Super
Traverse the open world with speed,
Alpha,
strategy, and
Extreme,
style,
Deluxe,
using an
Deluxe,
arsenal of
whatever.
unconventional weapons.
And basically, it's just
special
like
abilities to
reskinning
save
for Dead
Sunset
Rising
City.
3.
Yeah.
Now,
And what
this
I like
demo,
that was cool is
two of the
that
game's
you were able to
factions have
download
overrun
that
the local
that
amusement
same
park.
day.
And our mission
So it's like,
is to fight our
download
way
now,
to the
go
roller
get
coaster
it.
on the
Xbox
far side.
Live.
They did that
Let's
a
go.
lot on this E3.
Yeah,
They did like
both
4 or 5 of those.
PlayStation and Xbox did it.
And EA. Their Battlefield.
I used to think this town was boring.
Or the beta.
So after that, they showed off that, and then after that they showed off the whole Dance Central, which, like I said, it was like, hey, Dance Central, download or coming out next year for Xbox Connect. Peace out, homies. And that was one of the big system sellers for them before. It's kind of sad to see that they just kind of like abandoned that's
Do something like
To
that.
find him,
Me as a consumer, I
you have
feel
to
like I
forget the
got
stories.
gypped, I guess.
yeah, because you sold me up,
Forget
the
the
whole
legends.
case of goods last time, and
And then now, like, you're dropping it off. So, you know what this means?
You have to
That
do
you're
more
making it
than
more connected.
walk in his footsteps.
Probably like 1 or 2. But then that's it. Like,
For he is more than the sum of his actions.
how many move games you get? 2 or 3
think I've gotten 6 the whole life.
Whole life of PlayStation Move. I mean, that sucks. So you know
I
they
tell you
stuck it to
this,
everybody, and guess what? When
not
you roll
because
it all
I
out,
trust
you're
you,
not gonna have that
Agent
many,
Clark.
like 2 or 3 a year. And that sucks. So there's a lot. You're talking about how many did they sell before this whole thing? 5 million?
Because all
Yeah,
our
they
lives
dropped
are
like
at
at least
stake.
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5 million people with this.
with the Connect.
And now it's just, forget it. It's another thing to read your
A lot of
voice
my
and
friends
that's it.
disconnected.
Disappointed.
Because the seeds
So after
of
that,
our
they went with
future
Fable Legends. I don't know if you got any.
are sown
The whole point,
in his
the whole thing
past.
that they showed off about Fable Legends, that you could either be a good guy or a bad guy, and then if you choose to be a bad guy, you're the whole time you're playing, you're just trying to make the other people the good guys. Like I guess it's like multiplayer within the game, and you're trying to make their lives miserable.
Okay.
Which
Xbox
is
One
the
now
point of
starting at
being a bad
$399.
person,
They
which I
should
thought
call
it
him.
was pretty
They
good.
should call him Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins. So I thought it was pretty cool though, because like if you're gonna do bad guys, might as well do it right. So that's cool.
Goodbye to the back.
So after that, they had their Project Spark, which is a game that I think is pretty cool. It's an adult version of Little Big Planet, where you can make your own game, make your own stuff, make your own stages, share it with everybody.
Yeah.
To find
I guess Xbox saw how
you have
good
to
Little
forget
Big
the
Planet was
stories.
doing, and they're like, hey, we gotta get something like that.
Forget the
And Project
legends.
Spark is that answer. They announced it 3 E3s ago, but
You have
they
to do
never,
more.
they're still been in the
Walk in his
under development.
footsteps.
Supposedly comes out this year, so I would like to see how that is. From
For
what
he
I
is
see,
more
it
than the
looks
sum
pretty
of
cool
his
because
actions.
they could build whatever they want.
Yeah, and you can share it and play different stages according to what they want. It's really cool. I like it. It's all 3D based. And
I
it's
tell
like a
you
drop.
this,
You
not
drop
because I
castles,
trust
drop
you,
walls, you
Agent
drop
Clark.
this. It's very simple. It's not crazy. Like you have to set up these things. You set up bad guys. Say, put it here, put it there, put this
Put a couple
here.
of systems in
Because
place so they
all
know where to go and where
lives
to
are
move.
It's very simple, and you get to play a bunch of stages, and I can imagine how they're gonna take that and exploit that, just like how Little Big Planet has done.
Yeah, we'll talk about Little Big Planet in the PlayStation side, but they have
Because the
8.7
seeds of
million
our future
stages.
Yeah.
That is insane.
That's crazy.
are sown in his
8.7
past.
million.
Endless. It's endless.
Yeah, it's crazy. And now when we get into the PlayStation now with the Little Big Planet 3, that's gonna increase even more.
Yeah.
So, so after that, they showed off Project Spark. They showed off a little game called Ori and the
Xbox
Blind
One,
Forest.
now starting at
It's a 2D
$399.
side scroller with it was pretty cool. It looked kind of like the DLC that we got. Something Daylight. The game you were playing, the
Oh yeah.
Child of Light. It kind of looked like the Child of Light. So that was pretty cool. After that, they showed off what we're looking at right here, which is the Halo collection. And all the nerd boys had to go get their pants changed.
Yes, they had to go get wipies, and so this is a whole collection of all the Halo games all put together in one.
Well, wait. The main Halo games,
Yeah.
1 through 4. Because they had like the side ones, like
Yeah.
the Halo Marines and the
the-
RTS one.
Yeah.
But this is Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4. All remastered in 1080p high definition. All running in the original engines. I don't understand. Like
I don't get that either.
like what's
I tell you
I guess I
this,
don't know if it would have been
not
easier,
because
guess,
I
if they
trust
did it
you,
that way.
Agent
I
Clark.
guess that would be the only reason I'd do it. But it's just they wanted that little nostalgia back to the same.
yeah, you can press like the select button and you can switch back and forth
because
between
all
high
our
definition,
lives
old
are at
school,
stake.
new school, and well, basically everybody that was there peed in their pants when they said, "Hey, we're doing all the multi levels for Halo 2." That's what everybody wanted.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I don't care. I don't care if they don't announce anything. As long as they
Because the
announce Halo
seeds
2
of our future
remastered, that's it. I can go home a happy person.
are sown
And Halo
in
2 was
his
the
past.
dawning of Xbox, basically.
That's
that
what
was
blew
their
it up.
Call of Duty at their time. That blew up so bad.
Especially the multiplayer. Everybody
The
was all
multiplayer.
over that.
Yeah, the game, they didn't even play that. Everybody was playing multiplayer. Everybody, girls, boys, everybody. I played that game.
Yeah.
So
Xbox
especially,
One
like, a
now
lot of,
starting
I
at
know guys that
$3.99.
were in college, they would have all these like LAN parties
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff just to play it. So I guess now they can get all their Xbox Ones together and relive those happy moments and play Halo all over again. Um, I am not a big Halo fan. I know there's a lot of people that are. I think it's a cool game. I just don't think it's out of this world cool. So that's that. And they also announced, of course, Halo 5 and the beta that's going to come out for it. After that, they showed off a game that I'm dying to play. It's The Witcher 3,
stories.
which is a really cool game made in
Forget the
Poland by
legends.
Project Red. And I love that game because it's a good
have to do
RPG
more
that
than
got
walk
awesome
in his
graphics.
footsteps.
And the story's pretty cool. It's about a guy and he's a Witcher. I didn't know guys were Witchers. I thought they were
For he is
warlocks.
more than the sum of his
Women
actions.
were Witchers.
what about wizards,
Wizards, warlocks.
magicians?
Yeah. But it was that game was awesome. I played The Witcher 2. This one's
I tell you
the graphics
this,
are even better.
not because
Project
I
Red knows
trust
how to
you,
make good
Agent
games.
Clark.
After that, they announced a game I've never heard of in my life, but everybody was peeing on themselves.
I've been seeing it and nobody knows what this game
Because
is.
all
There's
our
nobody.
Phantom
lives are at stake.
Dust. There was one guy that works in Rev 3 games that he, just had to get his diapers changed when they said, "Oh, we're making Phantom Dust," and I had never heard of that game.
Because the
and I've been
seeds
playing
of
games
our
my whole
future
life. And I've been following games my whole life, and I
sown
never even knew
in
this
his
game came out.
past.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that did not know what this game was.
They're like, "Dust what?" And there's a ghost of dust. There's a phantom of dust.
Who? What? When? Was it Sega CD or Sega Saturn when this came out?
And then The Division.
Yes. Have it in
Xbox One now starting at
Which
$3.99.
is one of the most anticipated games that I am looking forward to.
no.
Check out these graphics. The graphics are amazing,
Wait, I gotta look for it.
and we got the PGA Golf Classic at the Doral.
Biggest planning cracker in your class.
No,
Sorry,
that's
boys and
Battlefield.
girls. Sorry.
There we go.
There we go.
So check out
Sorry.
these graphics. Like let's we're here. Basically in Black Friday, virus breaks out in New York City, which I guess kills most of the population. And we see here, look at the graphics. Now they're amazing. This is next gen, ladies and gentlemen. We're finally here.
Yes, because we
So-
got duped out of Watch Dogs.
So here I like the way they do the whole map system, where you don't go out of the game and it doesn't take you out of the game. It's within the game, and
And he's playing
He's playing it.
multiplayer right now too. They just dropped in and they just had a couple friends and they start talking to each other. You
and
see
they're
it
gonna have
seamless.
three. They're gonna have three physical people playing, and there's gonna be one person playing via mobile
Yeah,
with a mobile app.
that's insane.
So first thing right off here, I like this part because they're getting kind of like
flashback.
what's it called? Deja vu, basically.
Yeah.
Of what happened, and they see some people talking when the whole outbreak breaks out, and they get some of the story through these images, which is gonna be cool to run into these during the game. And
This must be where they were talking about.
so basically, what they're gonna do is they're gonna take over a base so they can make it their home base.
Yeah.
Um,
I guess they fortify it and they get weapons and stuff.
Yeah,
and
because you hear how
unlockables.
she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna set up a medical thing, and we're gonna set up a medical base here
You
so
see the
people can
smoke and the
come."
lighting on this game is ridiculous.
I hope they don't do like they did with Watch Dogs when they showed it awesome. They're like, "Oh, check out this awesome game."
No, but I think Watch Dogs was supposed to come out on PS3, and they were like, "Oh crap, let's make it," and just that's what it looks like. Cause like if you look at I was gonna say if you look at Grand Theft Auto, now that they announced it over here, it's
Now showing the screenshots that we saw before.
yeah. I was like, that was what we were supposed to get. So yeah, I don't know. Now I'm like confused. Like, what is it gonna be? Because Watch Dogs is the same thing. They did the same thing. The smoke and the water. the leaves, the whole gameplay was totally.
The cape was moving. His suit.
It was just ridiculous, and the movements, and he hacked this, and he could do that. But then at the end, the graphics was not. It looked like PlayStation 3, really good.
So boom, boom. We're watching them. Take
I like
out
the
a couple.
the guns and the gunshots. It's like. It's just, I guess, like Watch Dogs, because Watch Dogs is like that too.
Yeah,
You
the
shoot them in the
shooting's
head or
awesome.
you shoot them in the back or whatever. You could see them get, react to it. But yeah, I like the action in this game and the drop in, drop out of bad guys and your friends.
And
It's
you can
awesome.
see a little destruction there. He took out some of the wood. You can see the bullet holes in the
Cars, the
bus
windows.
stop.
and- Yeah, it's.
They make a big deal of the door closing. Like the door's open and he takes his time to close the door. That's how detailed they are.
Yeah.
So
No, but every little thing makes it more realistic, I always say.
yeah. So I really like like you said, look, he shot some paint. You can see the paint flying off.
Yeah.
I'm pushing
So
forward,
those
pushing
little
forward.
details makes it more realistic, more lively. So eventually these guys take over the base. You're gonna see one of the mobile players come in with the little drone and take some of the guys out. Like, hey, I'm over here at work, but
Hit him, hit him,
taking my time to play with you guys. Doing my boss out of hard work.
guy on the left.
So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be sitting in my
Last one.
truck
Keep the pressure on.
between calls and just it's my lunch break. I'm gonna sit here and boop, 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 take out some guys on my little drone.
So you gotta find friends that friends. Very
The lone wolves.
Yeah, man. They hate playing with each other.
Good game, guys.
Okay,
So
that was good.
yeah, so they
Welcome,
showed
guys.
the division, then they showed Scalebound, which we
this
talked
is the
about
base
before, and
operation.
Crackdown. That's how they ended the show.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And it was basically 1 hour
Try to
and
get
a half
medical
of
on
games,
first.
which was a good thing to me as a gamer. But as Xbox, the company, it's a bad thing because they were touting their system as an entertainment system, not just a video game system. So that's where, like DJ Fuego was saying, that he disagreed with that notion that if you came out of the box saying, "Hey, we're an entertainment," stick with it. Stick with your guns. If that's what you guys said in your meetings and you guys checked
Yeah.
it off and that's what you're gonna do, you might as well stay.
And you sold it to 4.5 million people with that notion.
But they got spanked so bad that they're like, "Ooh, I guess we did a bad choice. Let's renege on everything and let's turn back and circle the wagons and let's start over."
I get mad at them. I really get mad at Xbox for doing that, man. It's like, why would you do something like that? You had it going good. It was good. They didn't even talk about the football thing, which everybody really, half of the people bought it.
A lot of my
because
friends
the
bought it for the fantasy football
fantasy
thing.
football. And that didn't even say nothing. I would have said, "Hey guys, guess what? Fantasy football this weekend."
Now that
it's
we got the
coming up.
systems out.
We got it yeah, like
And now we're gonna come full force. NFL's coming right at you. You
They
guys get
didn't
ready.
talk
We're
about
in mini
anything
camps
of
right now. NFL's in mini camps. They're getting ready. We're strapping on. Look, check out. We're gonna have a couple of if they made a deal with NFL, why aren't they
For
in
a lot of
uh,
money.
Why aren't they in the camp of the Dolphins filming for Xbox?
Yeah.
Or let's go film. They could have gone to each camp and did 30 minutes on the Bills. What do you guys think about this year? What are you guys looking for? All the Bills fans were like, I want this,
Yeah.
Cowboys, 30 minutes on the Cowboys. So we're, Tony Romo, what you got planned for this year? That would really help out, everything with that whole thing.
It would, definitely. And the other thing I was gonna say is man, I drew a blank. I was gonna say oh man.
So and all the other stuff that they wanted to sell as far as the Halo TV show, all the other stuff
Yeah.
they didn't do.
No, and they only talked about more 3 indie games, and they showed a little plethora of indie games, but they really specific 3 of them, and I'm really excited for that one that's it's kind of like that kid with Limbo.
Oh,
It's a new
yes.
version of it, which I really liked. I think that's so cool. I love that game. That game was pretty
It's
cool.
the same people that made
Same.
Limbo.
I like their color scheme and the way they did it. This story looks a little bit more,
More adult.
more adult, and it has a little bit of more story to what Limbo had. Limbo was just a kid walking, and I really didn't get it, So this one has like a little purpose. It seems like people are zombies or something like that. And he's like, he plays like a zombie. It's pretty cool. I really like this one. The other thing I was gonna say is I didn't like, there was not that much actual gameplay.
Was nothing but trailers.
Yeah, a lot of trailers. I would say 3 gameplays, if anything, but it wasn't like gameplay. It looked like it was all scripted. And I hate when they do that because it's like, was it really gonna be like?
It makes you second guess it, right?
Yeah, and I don't like to get lied. Like, why you gotta do that?
Especially we had the problem with Alien Colonial Marine where it looked awesome, and then when the game came out, you're like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, like.
And now with Watch Dogs, a lot of people are complaining about there's a big difference between what they showed at the beginning and what the last product was. And if you really think about it, Watch Dogs got postponed, and it did. Bad.
And they're like, oh, we had to because we had to polish it. I'm like, what? You guys missed the polishing residue and stuff, the wax it out. Yeah.
So we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna go into the other press conferences. So check out this funny video we got for you guys.
Looks like it's just me and you. Want to watch some TV or something?
I'd rather not.
Oh, shut up. Of course you do. Let's see what we got here. No, jeez, I can never get rid of this channel. Let's see. The cable guy was in here last week. He told me to fix it by, change it to...
Take this.
No!
Spider-Man's been missing. Go find him.
Okay, let's see here.
Hey.
Oh, hey, officer. I'm sat here looking for the Spider-Man.
All right, carry on. I think I totally just gave that chick an orgasm.
Oh, God, this stuff burns and it smells bad. You know what? This is the last time I'm inviting you over.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to...
Yeah, officer, help me, please. Spider-Man did this to me. Didn't want to watch TV.
Chill out.
No, please, don't freeze my asshole shut.
What's up?
Spider-Man, thank God.
Oh, I'll just leave you two alone.
Well, I gotta kick somebody's ass.
That's my son, Billy. Somebody help me.
Don't fuck with kids.
Fuck you, Spider-Man. I'm gonna lick his face.
Thanks for summoning me, guys. I'll save the day.
Oh my gosh, giant polluting robots.
Oh my god, stop it. That tickles. I'm serious.
Oh God, he's actually enjoying it.
I like your big tickle machine. Let's hang out. Yeah, you're in big trouble, mister.
It's about time, Captain Planet. I've got just the thing for you that I'm sure will bring back some fond memories.
Oh god, it's warm. Oh, it's too early for this kind of thing. Oh, Mahatma Gandhi.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it, guys. I'm covered in goo.
Yo, get my man some water.
But where would we possibly get some water? Use your fucking ring, stupid!
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Look out, Mr. Clean. Sparkle.
All right, guys, help me up.
What are you doing?
Nothing, lady. We're just getting some pizza.
Pizza my ass, you fucking frogs! How do you like it, huh? Thin crust or deep dish? Yeah, that's what I thought.
The crime rate's at an all-time high, but the Ninja Turtles are nowhere to be found.
Yo, dog, what's happening? What's the 411 on this situation? Crime is rampant right now. It's crazy.
Have you seen the Ninja Turtles anywhere?
I don't know nothing about those fucking frogs.
Hola, señor Donatello. Me hablo Gabriela. I'm here for the housekeeping. No, lady, you don't know what you're doing. And you don't know what you're saying because it's so dirty.
I'm not human.
Señor Donatello, I used to work in Tijuana, and talking turtles is nothing.
Okay. Finally, a day to myself. No turtles or stinky sewers. Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh, so clean. Oh, for the love of God. Huh?
Hey,
Sure,
let's
I
go.
guess.
The toilet's broken.
Welcome back to GameBros. This is Cuco.
This is DJ Fuego.
Coquito.
Coming to you live from the GameBros studio. And so we're going to continue with our E3 coverage. After at Microsoft, there was EA, which is one of my favorite companies, which has been voted the worst company in America in the last 3 years. I do not understand why. Like, what do they do that are so bad when you got people like BP spilling oil all over the Gulf of Mexico and killing half of the environment?
I guess their customer service, when you call a number, they just don't pick up the phone.
I'd rather have that than them pick up the phone and treat you like crap, like most do.
Right.
So, dang, did you get the footage of the Star Wars Battlefront? So, one of the big things that they showed off was the Star Wars Battlefront. It's third-person shooter, but with the Star Wars, the graphics look freaking like legit, like you're playing a movie.
Yeah.
But it uses the dice. It's dice making it. The guys that make Battlefield, so they're using the Frostbite engine, which like it looks freaking awesome. Like that's one of the games I'm dying to play. I've always liked the whole Battlefront series. It's freaking, I don't know what to say. It's freaking
it's
badass.
amazing. They show the snow stages and stuff like that. They show him getting on that flying cruiser little speed bike.
The speed bike in the forest where the Ewoks are and stuff.
And it says early engine footage and stuff like that, so you get to actually see. They really talked about how they're making the game and how they have so much of a library that they can use to make the game, and they're really excited about the game. So they're putting a lot of time and a lot of effort, and they're putting really their heart into this game. So
yeah, they handpicked their studio and the people working on the game because they wanted people that love Star Wars and were passionate about Star Wars to make the game. So I'm glad EA picked up the Star Wars license. I think they always do a good job with games. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the whole Battlefront series. So after that, they showed off Dragon Age Inquisition. It's an RPG game. They talked about the Mass Effect a new Mass Effect game. Like everybody's going crazy. Is it a new Mass Effect? Is it Mass Effect 4? Is it a new, story in the Mass Effect universe? It's Mass Effect. Relax, chill. Like.
Yeah, does it matter? Are you gonna play it? You're gonna even?
Yeah, it's like it's not Commander Shepard. I'm not gonna play this game.
Right?
Like, dog, you're gonna buy no matter what. As long as there's a Mass Effect, you can put prequel on it.
Mass Effect duty.
And people are gonna buy it because everybody loves the Mass Effect universe, the whole Mass Effect storyline, the fact that your decisions matter, which at the end they didn't, but they do supposedly.
Yeah. Doc, that's never gonna happen. I'm sorry to tell you, all you guys and gamers, you really think that there's no freedom in games. You can't. There's so many numbers. It's all mathematical equation that you're never gonna have a infinity unless you can have a lot of possibilities, but
it's
that's a lot of money. That's what the problem is.
You can probably have like 10 different endings.
Yeah, but you know how many niggas how many people you gotta put on to make 10 different endings to a game? That's the problem. They're not gonna spend that much money on the game. Are you gonna freaking play the game 10 times to see all of them?
There's some crazy people.
No, yeah, but like a majority.
Yeah, like
Majority, they don't even play stories. They go online.
Yeah, most people want to just multiplayer and just go out and blast each other.
Like I'm sorry, but you're not ever gonna get a game like that, where you can do whatever you want. It's never gonna happen. So don't ask for it. It's because it's all systematic. You're working with systems here. It's not just AI and that's it.
Especially when you have a game and then from that game you have another game. So that game has to figure out the stuff that you did in the game before that to then how you write this story now. And
exactly.
Then the next CD, and then how's it gonna know what the decisions you made on the first one? And I know it saves and you can transfer your saves and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's so many variables for
it
the
to
story
happen.
to change. I
mean,
even the old books that they compare it to, Choose Your Own Adventure.
Yeah.
At the end, there were still 3 endings.
Yeah.
You chose like a bunch of stuff. Go to page 2. Go to page 10. Go to page last one.
Yeah.
So there's only so much you can get. I know you could get multiple endings, but let's not think that that decision of did I step on the roach or did not step on the roach is gonna change the outcome at the end. It's gonna be very, very difficult.
Yeah, it's the only game that really pushed the possibilities is Heavy Rain.
But even that one had 4 or 5 endings.
Yeah, exactly. But that one to me, it was like the most game I ever seen that really you felt that okay,
Did I
choose
the right thing?
Did I but it's always systematically. Even AI and bad guys, if you really look at it, they do the same moves. They do the same stuff.
Yeah, you could
it's
only
not
put
real
a certain
AI
amount of
actually.
variables.
Exactly. It's all variables, it's all systematic. So I'm sorry to break it down to you guys. You're never gonna get those kind of games.
But Mass Effect, the new one, 4, prequel, whatever you want to call it, is coming. So
Yes.
they also showed some Sims. They showed the UFC game, which is out already. I beat my friend Julio with John Bones Jones the other day. He wanted to use Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, dog. He
So
kicking everybody's butt.
So then after that, they showed a little NHL 15, which I love NHL series. It's an awesome game. Then the guys that made the Burnout series, what company is that?
That game's sick.
Um,
Cretium, and
well, they're making a new game, which is supposedly going to be a first-person game.
the guy. Well, sorry.
The whole point is because he's been watching YouTube videos
Yeah,
and people
I was
with
gonna
a
say.
freaking hero cam.
He's got inspired by that. He's been inspired because he's been watching a lot of YouTube, and he sees all these videos where everybody has these first-person looks and stuff like that. So he's like, "Hey, why don't we do some extreme game
Racing
about
like
this
that.
and film? Cinematic, and we can try to do something." So he's been working on this game. He says that that's one of his games that he's been wanting to make in a long time.
Yeah, it's like his lifelong dream.
Yeah.
So basically, they want you is to ride around in like an ATV, ride off a cliff, use your wingsuit, land, get in a car, get in that car, race to an airplane, go through the airplane, then parachute down, and boom. That's the end of the stage, which in theory sounds amazing.
It sounds amazing. From my experience, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Dog, think about it though. You're on a jet ski, and then boom, you pop a parachute, you fly up in the air, then boom, use your wingsuit, then you hover all your way to a snowmobile, drive that snowmobile, drive it off a cliff, boom, pop out your hang glider, land, get on a helicopter, fly through a couple
Dirt
obstacles.
bike, do some.
Then,
This is the preview to the game, and this is what his ideas is gonna be like.
dog, look at that, looks freaking cool.
That's cool. I like the fact that he's gonna use that whole first person thing. I like that.
See that?
That's
You saw that?
cool.
He was in the helicopter, jumped out,
Blew
and
up.
for some reason there was this ATV driving by itself, and he jumped in it.
I know, it's amazing. Hey, jump.
See, like, I'm not those people that are like, oh, that makes no sense, bro. It's a fucking game.
I know.
It's a game, dog. Really, does it need to make sense?
They're on crack
They're
with
like,
that,
oh,
man.
man. Like, I heard some guy going, well, Batman doesn't kill anybody, but his Batmobile has rockets and this and that. Surely somebody must be injured. Yes, somebody's injured. He probably killed somebody. Who cares? It's a freaking game. Like, are we going to take him to court and sit him down and say, hey, Batman, you were reckless with those guns in that freaking video game? Like, really?
It's
Can
not
you believe
on the
that?
book.
Like,
It's not on the book.
it's like, oh, I hope the bullets on this machine gun are made out of rubber and they're just
They
bruising
stun
them.
everybody. He's got Nerf guns and stuff. They're not real guns. They're just Nerf guns.
It's like, dog, does it really matter? It's a freaking game, dog.
I honestly like a grittier Batman, a more realistic. Like, hey, I killed you because
It's either you or me.
Exactly, dog. Don't be doing bad stuff, and not I'm gonna kill you. And then they'll stop him in Gotham. But since he doesn't kill nobody, everybody knows that. That's why they keep doing it, and that's why he's still there.
Yeah,
he's got business.
So back to this game, I think it's pretty cool. The idea is amazing. If they could actually pull it through, it'd be cool.
Yes, it kind of reminds me of this game that came out, Apocalypse. What's it called? MotorStorm, I guess. But MotorStorm had their bikes and their four wheelers and their
Also, you mean the variety of
vehicles. But they didn't do parachutes or boats or squirrel suits or anything. But I think if anything, it'll come kind of like that, kind of that feeling, because it was like an open world where you could drive anywhere and stuff like that. It had its little tracks and stuff, but it felt open.
Yeah, it was.
I think it's gonna be something like that. If anything, my prediction.
So after that, they showed a little bit of the PGA game, which is made with the Frostbite engine, which then makes you be able to play golf around battleships and stuff.
For real?
Yeah.
What the hell?
They had the whole, on Battlefield when the boat crashes into the island.
Yeah.
He's there about to take a swing and the boat crashes, so I guess you could hit it on the boat, whatever.
That's crazy.
So and then they showed Madden. The whole emphasis of Madden this year is that you could play defense.
Defense. Ooh.
It's like, oh, I guess I couldn't play defense before.
You couldn't tackle at all.
It's like now you can play defense, and you're not going to be a liability. You're actually going to be an asset. Like, I've been trying to play defense. Honestly, I play against other people, and I throw a pass, and they just, kind of I wonder what's going to happen. Like, are you going to play, or are you going to let the computer play?
Right.
Because I play, I try to make all the tackles. I try to pick it off.
Yeah.
I try to,
And you do. You do play, and you read all the plays and stuff like that.
And then I see the other guys like, okay. So now they're going to make a big emphasis on the defense, which is about damn time, because in football, it's all about offense or defense.
Yes.
So it's not like other sports that there's.
Do you think they've really fixed the problem?
I would have to play it to see.
But
because there's a lot of stuff in the last Madden that I can say to EA, like, one, dog, the sweep plays, the cornerbacks don't even come up to tackle. They just come and they just fall on the ground. The defensive linemen do not try to fight off the blocks. They don't, they don't try to extend the play. And it's just weird. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I see that is bad.
Yeah, but
the other thing is, dog, EA, the cornerbacks are cornerbacks because they got bad hands. That's why they can't play receivers, whatever. You know how they say that?
Yeah.
But they're not that damn bad. If the pass is coming right to him, he should intercept it.
Yeah.
Maybe drop 1 out of 5. But man, I play sometimes against Lord Infamous. They throw the ball, hits him in the hands. He'll drop it 10 times in one game.
That sucks.
So you're kind of pissed because that should have been a turnover.
Yeah,
that should have been.
You're
a turnover.
reading the play. You're the one picking it off. It's not the
so
computer or anything
you could have picked it off, but you didn't. The next play he runs this stupid little sweep play, and breaks for 80 yards and a touchdown because none of the guys could fight off the block. None of the for some reason the linebackers can't scrape across the field to make a tackle. And the safety, I don't know where he goes because when he's running up the field, nobody's pursuing. They don't have a pursuit angle on him. So whatever.
But I was gonna ask you, but you think they fixed it with the cone and you could tackle if you don't hit them hard enough? Is it in the cone? So now you tackle not with square. Now you have a cone to tackle with. So if you're
hit them low and hit them in the legs or
stuff like that, and you could swim and you gotta defend the block by pushing the buttons right.
So that's another thing. You used to be able to swim or rip with L1, R1, and this and that.
Yeah.
And he would go like this and just stay in the same spot, and he would, nothing would happen.
Yeah.
But I understand that you don't want like hike and then boom, swim by and sack the quarterback every. But come on, at least once or twice, let me get by.
Yeah.
Or if I'm trying to hold on the block and I'm trying to, let's say it's a sweep play, I should be able to hold on my block, but at the same time, kind of stretch the play out.
Yeah.
Like I don't like.
It's because when they block, they stay still. They don't stretch
and they kind of absorb and they kind of like just interlock and they're like, hey. And the other thing I do hate sometimes is that you're running the ball, you see them engage in a block, so you're like, okay, he's got the block.
Yeah.
So there's a hole there.
Yeah.
Then you're like, okay, I'm gonna run through that hole, and then all of a sudden the offensive lineman just gives up and the defensive guy just tackles you. And you're like. I'm like, dog, weren't you just blocking him right now?
Yeah, like clean, clear block. It wasn't like he was getting overpowered.
Or sometimes,
like
you run a sweep play, and the tight end, he's kind of like in no man's land. He doesn't know who to pick up. So you're like, pick up the cornerback here. If you pick him up, I could get more yards. Then all of a sudden, you see the tight end just go in and block guys that are being blocked, and you're like, oh, crap.
And you get tackled.
And then you try to juke the guy on the outside with the stuff that they give you, which I still want to be able to combo left, right, circle, do like moves that I would do in real life.
Yeah.
And then no, it's just
and that's why EA Sports is the worst company in the world.
So after that, they showed up FIFA 15. All they did just boost up the graphics, and they better make Costa Rica good because they beat Italy on Friday. So
yeah, and it wasn't by a close game.
We mopped them. Costa Rica for life.
Woo, Ticos.
But yeah, man. So and then they showed off a little bit of your favorite game, Battlefield.
Yeah, not no more.
We got footage of that, right?
Yeah. Wait. Let me see. I can't see.
There you go.
So they completely. Well, what happened was that they gave the game to a different company. This company is the one that makes Dead Space. So they took their dream game. They said that they wanted to make this game for a while now, and it's called Battlefield Hardline, where it's cops versus robbers. So since
basically when I saw this, I'm like, they're ripping off Payday.
Yeah. So when they showed this this preview, I mean, I thought it was kind of cool, you know. I thought it was gonna be just like you said, this game. I'm pretty cool. I want to try it out. And guess what? They unleashed beta for all the PlayStation owners. I'm like,
yes.
Yeah, all right, cool. Downloaded it. It took a day or so. Down the first day already because these guys were crazy. Everybody's going for that game. But once I started playing it, what you see here,
it's mass chaos.
My goodness. Yes. It's totally different from what you're used to. That's the thing. You're used to battling and, war and stuff like that. But, oh, man, this preview is such BS, man.
Yeah.
Such BS. And that's what
you don't have time to run behind a bus like that. And, let me park cars and set up blocks for my teammate. One thing is because nobody plays as a team like this.
Yes, nobody.
Everybody's in there for themselves, so nobody's gonna, block for you.
And they got RPGs. When you're rolling with a car, everybody with their RPG is gonna shoot you in the freaking
it's
second.
it's like if they got a preschool class and gave them controllers, and then one master Battlefield player was playing with them.
Yes. This guy doesn't die throughout the whole game. I mean, they do switch between other players and stuff like that, but man, it's difficult. I like the shooting. The ballistics is really good. I love it. Keep it like that. I like that they show you where you shot or where
you got shot in the limb. When
like
you die, it shows you where you shot them, their death, percentage, whatever.
So
and like you said, the shooting is on point. I think.
Yeah, like you shoot. It doesn't vary so much. It feels real. It feels good. You shoot at the guy's head, boom, his headshot. It doesn't have that nasty drop off or that whole splatter of when you're shooting a gun and stuff like that. So they kept that. I think that's cool. I like how you ride the cars. You can stick out the window like this one. I think that's cool. It works. It does. All these things do work, but there's not enough. I think This honestly feels like a downloadable content.
We played with Lord Infamous and Joe Flacco, our friend, and we played a couple of matches, and like halfway through the night, they're like, I don't get it. I don't get it. What am I supposed to do? I'm like, what? One thing, I'm like, damn, Joe, you've been playing games how long?
Yeah.
And you can't figure this out? Like,
I love doing that.
And it's because it's kind of weird because you're so used to Battlefield.
Yes.
And then this one has the Battlefield name, and it's nothing like the other Battlefield.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Destruction is not a point in this. Even though you can still do the whole map changing thing, like in the map, in the demo, you can take down some
of the towers and cranes.
The cranes, and then the cranes fall and they become bridges between buildings.
And they take the building down, and, it messes up the whole playing field a little bit. It's really cool. That's cool.
So the whole point is that you got the cops that are trying to defend the money, and you got the guys that are trying to rob the money. So the first part of the match is actually taking down the truck. You have to open up the truck, so you have to put some plastic explosive to open up the truck to then take the money out. So that takes some time. Like once you put the grenade on there, it takes like a minute for it to go off. So you're trying to defend it while the cops are trying to disarm it. If the cops keep disarming it, you can never get the money out. Therefore, you never could win because you can never cash the money in.
Yeah.
So the whole point is to, as the bad guy, crack it open, get the money out. And each map, I imagine, is different. On the particular map we played, you had to take the loot to a certain armored truck was one. And then once you could either do that or take it to the top floor of a building, which is the harder one. So usually people were trying to do the easy one, which is take it to the brink truck. Once you did that, then you had to focus on the building part.
The roof, yeah.
Where there's like a bunch of people just waiting for you on top of the building.
Yeah, but the cool thing I liked about was if you saw the grappling hook, they have these zip cord lines too, so
you could do the whole thing like the bank heist of Batman.
Batman, and I've done it before. It works. It's crazy. It's really cool. I really appreciate that too. I think that's cool. That's awesome.
And they stole that idea from the Batman, right?
It has to be because they made it look just like it. I like the sniping between buildings. You can actually do that. It does work, but it's not. In this video, it's so like set up like it's so bad.
It's rigged so they can win.
Because when you actually play it, it's chaos. It's utter chaos, and everybody's running around. Everybody's trying to do what they have to do, But that does happen. I've done it before. It's really cool. It works because you set up the drop. You drop on these people and you start killing them.
Bomb right in the face.
But like I said, it's missing a lot.
See, like, look, the guy, he just ran right by 5 guys and nobody shot him. Hell no, that doesn't happen.
The money and that's it. He's gone.
Hell no, that doesn't happen.
They extended this clip, but after that you win. And but the thing is that they're missing guns, they're missing tanks, you're missing a lot of stuff that you're used to, and it's totally different game. If you're gonna get this game, if anything, it's just to be like, okay, I'm playing a different type of game. It's no more Battlefield, no more nothing. This is just playing cops and robbers, and that's what it is.
It's a HD steroid Payday.
Well, I like Payday because you had to actually crack the safe. You had to get the cameras out. You had to take out the cops. You could have been really quiet about the whole job. It really felt like you're robbing the place.
Like you're really setting up a heist.
You set it up a little bit. I thought that was cool. Those time sequence and stuff.
Yeah, but once it went down, it went down.
Yeah, you get it. And it's what I
those masks down. It was over.
And I like that because the cops, it felt real, like damn, we're surrounded. We gotta figure this out, Yeah. It's good. I don't know, man. It's okay. It's not Battlefield. And it's missing a lot. I gotta see what they're gonna bring when they come out with it. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. The funny thing, I tell myself, man, it's weird. I don't know. I want to keep playing.
Yeah, it's addicting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Especially when you got a good squad together and you do it right. Like when we started getting the hang of it, like we cracked it open. My brother came with the car, jumped in the car, drove to the building. We had Lord Infamous already cleaning out the building,
and he hold down the steps. I thought that
then we
was
had
so
Joe
sick.
on the top. He was holding down the steps, and we just, all right, pew, pew, let's go
Boom,
home.
done. 4 people, 4 guy job against what 16?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
so it was pretty sweet. So that was the whole E3 for EA. Then Ubisoft, I think, had the best conference of all.
Yeah.
So they had Far Cry 4, which is one of the most anticipated games that I'm looking forward to because I love Far Cry 3. I don't know if you ever had a chance to play it.
No, I didn't get to play that game.
So Far Cry is a game that's an open world first person shooter. This is actually Batman.
Have my revenge.
That's
But I will not kill Sub-Zero.
Mortal Kombat 10. They showed off in
Destiny.
this is Rainbow Six. This is Rainbow Six.
I don't have.
Okay, but that's fine. Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4 is cool. We'll probably have footage next week on our show. It's a really good game. It's open world. You can ride an elephant to
Cars.
a
Everybody was going
compound.
crazy about that. Oh, you can ride an elephant. You can watch the elephant hit people and hit
You
cars.
could see a vulture pick up a goat and take it away.
Coño.
It's freaking raw. And then they have these personal little biplanes, little planes that you can actually take over the thing.
Yeah.
Like Far Cry 3 was amazing. Like me and my son had the most fun just hunting animals to make, the different stuff because you would kill like a shark and then you could make your wallet bigger. You could kill like a tiger and make you be able to carry more grenades.
Yeah.
You can, kill goats and give you more ammo.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So just doing that stuff and clearing out the compounds, like the way I would do it, I would get to a compound and I would see, there's a tiger there, and there's some vultures over here. So let me just shoot the vultures and see what happens. Boom! I shoot the little cage. The vultures come out. The guys are like, "Oh man!" Dude. And the vultures will kill like 1 or 2 guys. And while they're occupied with that, I shoot the cage of the tiger. The tiger goes out and kills all of them, and I just walk into the base and, don't even have to do anything.
Pa-pa-da-pa.
So I thought that was cool. So Far Cry is a little in those veins. He's got his squirrel suit again and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. Then they showed off a little dance, Just Dance, which is one of Ubisoft's most selling games, and of course the Division that we spoke about before. Then they spoke about The Crew. No.
No, I can't do all of the videos, man. I
So-
got already like 40 in there. It takes me like hours to do editing.
So The Crew is a racing game, and the cool thing that they showed a video of you starting in New York City and driving all the way to California, and
Yeah.
you see the different stages of like the United
Sceneries
States,
and stuff
the
like that.
different sceneries, the different weather, and which is cool because supposedly they got the map is basically like Google Maps,
Yeah.
just a little bit reduced
Alterated.
because of course you're not gonna want to drive 20 hours from
Yeah.
New York to. But it's cool because you get to see, like my brother said, all the different environments. They showed off a lot of Assassin's Creed Unity, and then they showed off a game that we used to love to play, which is Rainbow Six. And I think it went back to the good old Rainbow Six days. Rainbow Six, for the people that don't know, is Tom Clancy made these Welcome back to GameBros. We're talking about Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six is more of a tactical game made by Tom Clancy, and I like it went back to its roots. It went back to the persistent death thing where you don't keep respawning when you get killed on multiplayer. Um, Rainbow Six was one of our favorite games because of that. Because it was, your life was a life. Really, it mattered if you made a good or bad decision. Um, if you got shot and killed, that was it. You had to wait and see and hope that the rest of your team could pull it through. So that whole like, come on, DJ, yes, DJ did it, yeah, we won, or like, oh man, I died. So
and it makes your team value, like everybody has to do their job. If not, you guys are gonna fail.
And you got to plan things out. The demo that they're showing right now, the way it is you have the bad guys that have a hostage, and they're fortifying the base like you see right here. What you're looking at is you're looking at the camera of the guys that are trying to save the hostage. So they're scoping around the area trying to find a weak point. They're trying to find one where the hostage is. So after you see the timer is going down, once the timer goes out, they should place the camera in a certain position. So he took out the camera. So that's what the bad guy's trying to do.
No, I'd rather not.
So they
always
try to
defend
set
me
up
with a
the whole
shitload of booby
which way
traps.
we're gonna go in.
I
to
say
the
we
front,
drop in
to
the roof
front
and
door,
breach the
to
3 second floor windows.
or maybe
We all come
on
in at
the
once.
roof.
What do you guys think? Okay,
So they
yeah, that
decided
sounds
to go
good.
by
All right, let's
that.
vote for helicopter drop.
So basically, they do a whole, EA has their whole Frostbite engine.
Yes.
Well, Ubisoft's got their own engine, and they made it totally new for Rainbow Six, and it's basically like a close quarter engine. You could destroy the whole house piece by piece.
Glorious.
And it looks freaking awesome because they put holes everywhere in this house.
Yeah, man. I'm in love with this game. To me, this is...
Look how old school they're coming upside down. They're going to breach a window.
You don't do that no more, man. You don't do that no more.
No, there's no games that do that. Look, he's swinging, boom, boom, boom.
He's ready. He's ready.
You remember those Rainbow Six Vegas days? You used to hang upside down and head shoot people.
Yeah, and it was a setup. I'm gonna take these guys out,
boom.
And then we'll drop in and we'll set up. Okay, you guys go down now. I set up this place. Now we have one guy in this room. Let's take him out. And I love that. I love the team play. I love the your life counts. They took one guy out there. It shows you the score on top of the HUD. So you see 5 up versus 5. This is all going to be online basic battle. If you see the wall, he's been taking them out. He cooked the grenade. They don't do that no more. Well, flashbang.
That's awesome, too. Remember those flashbang days?
Man.
The guys looking around like, what the hell? Beep. And you see the teamwork. The guy had a shield, was, holding protecting his teammate.
Yeah.
Now they're taking all the guys so they can take the hostage out.
Boom, 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 boom. They
Boom,
start
look,
taking up the whole
door.
house. You see that? And you could put your gun through the hole or use the holes as a point to shoot through. Saw the holes on the wall. They took one of your friends. They're going to take one of these guys out with the hostage and retake the hostage. And you'll see it run down through the whole game. I mean, this makes it very exciting. You see the peek around the corner. Very fast gameplay. Guy went out through the window, but he's gonna come back through the house to try to protect them. They got the hostage back again. You see how they protect the hostage, how they have him holding. Very fast paced. I really, really like this. And you see the guy with the shields up in front, shielding, trying to take one guy out. Guy shoots. He looks through the holes. It's amazing. I mean, it makes it realistic.
Yeah, it makes
just
it
like
feel
how it
like
was before.
we're trying to get a hostage. Hey, it's 4-on-3 now. So it makes it seem like a real life situation because now I get the whole respawning thing because it kind of sucks to wait. It's like if you're playing a football game, you gotta go out every time they score. Kind of sucks. So, but I also get this part because it makes it mean like this. If you were in this situation, how would you act? You wouldn't go in there like guns blazing and get shot. I'm like, I'll just respawn again. No, you'll be more careful. Let me peek around the corners. Let me make sure nobody's here. Let's take it nice and slow. And that's the cool thing. Now they don't know where the hostage is, so they gotta. One of the guys saved one of their little drones. Boom, boom. Now they're picking. Pa, pa, pa. They're finding how many guys. Boom, boom, boom. See that the hostage there. So now they see that there's 1 or 2 guys. So there's one or two guys in there. That's the hostage was breathing hard. You saw that? Nervous.
And so he plans out, hey, why not? Let's do this. I'm going to go through the top. So he blasts a hole right through the wall. And then he figures, okay, that's the hostage.
Right there.
Let's do a hole up on this thing. And I'm going to blow it up. And at that same time, I don't know why he peeks out there and be like, hey, what's up? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to look like a badass. Videotape this.
Get the YouTube, get the
boom.
The
As he
camera
goes
ready.
in, the other guys take out the other guy. Boom. And takes him out. Boom, boom, boom. Real fast. Real cool. There's still one more guy left. So they get the hostage. They got to bring her back out. So I like, man, if this is real gameplay and is this what it looks like, amazing. Like what
Sign
you said.
me up.
Yeah, because I fine. Take up one house, but man, produce all the graphics for that house. I don't care. Do that. And if it's 5 versus 5, all right, you use up all the graphics.
Oh, look,
whatever.
The one that was outside came back,
Killed
and took
one
out
guy.
one of the guys in the back. He's still in the room. Took out the other one. Now it's 1 versus 1, right? No, two versus one.
And they shoot the hostage, and she gets hurt.
So they have to heal her.
Yeah.
Keep her alive.
Keep her alive. And they talked about, this situation. What if he killed her? They both lose because the bad guys want to have the hostage. So at the same time, you can't just kill them. So it's very important.
Well, I'm sold.
Yeah, definitely. It's the funny thing was that I seen some interviews when they interviewed the maker of this game and some young kids, talking to him. Oh, but what about respawning and this and that? It's like, no, there is no respawning. So what do? Just watch. You watch your team. You hope that they could do it. It's like, what? It's like, yeah, it's cool like that. And it's like, yeah, it's crazy.
It's like mind blowing to them. Like, what
Yeah,
do
it's
you mean?
like,
I don't get to relive again, and I don't get to jump in there right next to the other guy, right behind him. Like, I wanna be right there, right in the action.
Yeah, he was like surprised, and he was like, so what do I do? And it's like this and that. Like, he was crazy. Like, I'm like, bro, you really have to play this game to really experience what you wanna.
It's like what would happen in real life, buddy.
Exactly.
You got shot in the face. You got shot in the face.
And that's what the guy says. Like, what happens in real life? You die. That's it. There's no respawn. There's no resets. There's no nothing. Your life really matters,
And that's what I used to like about Rainbow Six. That since that life mattered so much, planning was a big emphasis.
And,
like
we teamwork.
We had, like, when we used to play, it was 3 versus 3 back then. It wasn't 6 versus 6, and it was. What are you going to do? I'm going to do this, this, and this. Okay, since you're going to do that and that, I'm going to do this, this, and this.
Yes.
And you do this, this, and this.
Yes.
So when Richard died, DJ Fuego died, DJ Fuego had the basement. Something's down there. We got to go check out the basement.
Yes.
So my stuff is clear? Clear. Let's go. I'm going to go in the basement. Hey, Mikey, watch the top and let me know. And that's how it was. Or if I died in the middle, they knew where I was, so they know that that's where there was a problem.
Don't give out the secrets of us, our
but that
team.
was back. Unless, man, if they make streets on this one, then that's it. It's all over.
But it was tactical. It was pure tactician, everything.
And we had our own verbiages, too, like bookcase. Oh, there's somebody behind the bookcase? We know what the bookcase was. Window.
That's it.
Window top, window right. Or in the street. Street left, street right.
It's crazy.
Basement.
Yeah, it's
it was so, we had that shit down so packed that I would tell my brother, the guys behind the bookcase, left side, and my brother from the basement would throw the grenade, hit the guy in the face. The grenade would fall right in front of him. He's trying to wiggle out of the bookcase. Boom, dead.
Or sometimes,
game, set, match.
Sometimes the funniest thing is I'll throw the grenade, he'll freak out, he'll run, and my brother will be waiting for him to come out. Dead. It's so funny. That's how you had it.
Or we had it to where they were behind the bookcase, and we're like, okay, relax. The guy's behind the bookcase. He's scared. He's gonna come out. Let's flash him. And we would throw the flashbangs in there, and then he would come out like, oh. And we'd
laugh
just
at
like
him,
stand next to him, just laughing. And then when the flash would come out, we're just pop.
Dead.
Game.
Blouses.
And it was cool. I used to love those days.
Yeah, and Las Vegas was good too. We had it down.
The elevator, car wash. Like we called it a car wash, and it was basically a car in like a
it wasn't even
display.
a car wash. It was those little things that had like meat packaging.
Yeah,
thing.
that's what. But everybody called it car wash for some
I
reason.
had it down where I was in the vault in that stage, where I looked through a crack this big, and I would shoot him in the head.
You just see like a little image, it's pop.
Yeah,
pop, and you just see names.
Because my brother will look through the elevator and they'll run down through the elevator so fast that he'll miss them sometimes. You know.
No, I was protecting the top, and I would protect the staircase coming down. So I would tell Richard somebody got by me. So he, somebody got by you.
I'm already waiting. Yeah, like
calibrating.
Boom, dead every time. It was crazy. I would just see a head pop out. Boom, dead.
And
Boom,
then I would put
dead.
C4s on all the doors when they would walk by.
Dog, game set match like in 10 seconds, and it felt good because
then we would corral them on the respawning thing upstairs.
Yeah, that was the best.
Those were the days.
That was good stuff. I really hope that it's gonna be like that. And he says it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be just like old times that everybody's missing out on that. They don't have games out like this no more, and I really appreciate this game.
Look who's back.
So that's why
back.
it's dear to us that they make this game, because we honestly, this is one of our games, like those ones that we were addicted. I'm talking about we'll play hours and hours and hours.
I'm gonna send Life one of our shirts. I just haven't had the chance to.
And we killed it.
Yeah,
and
Rainbow Six was our game.
We're called clan killers, and we'll literally go kill clans. And they will hate us. They
would quit, and
we'll make them quit.
Then they would want to change maps. Oh, we gotta change the map. Streets is not our map. Let's go to prison. Like, prison,
eh?
Oh,
we had it down. No, let's go to Presidio, or what was the other one? I don't know which other one.
No matter what,
we had it down. It was crazy. We had some matches that were tough, but it was good though.
Yeah, those were the glory days. So we're gonna take another break, and then we'll finish it up with the whole PlayStation press conference.
Let's see, where's my mouse? There you are. And let's see what's funny out here. Oh, my mouse is big.
Dang, man, this thing is so tight. I like this one.
Woody who?
I can't get the mouse to be functioning over here. It's not talking to the Bluetooth, and there she is. And oh gosh,
I got it.
There we go. Wait. Going. I think I played.
GameBros. This is Cuco.
This is DJ Fuego.
Coquito.
Coming to you live from our GameBros studios here in South Florida, Miami, beautiful city. And we just saw some beautiful women playing some nasty tricks on men.
Women, the downfall of all men.
The bathroom was hilarious.
Yeah, that was very
It
smart.
was smart. Like, it's crazy. Like, something so dumb, but it's just on point. The nun one was like,
Yeah, it's all right.
I just want to know where she works at.
What kind of church she goes to.
Yeah, she's got it going on. So the last thing we want to talk about is PlayStation. They practically destroyed the E3. Everybody said that they had the best one.
E3 experience this year is insane.
Games, left and right.
All these indie guys just coming up, showing things that are just so different. PlayStation 4 will be available at $399. We will continue
We'll start
to
off with Destiny. Here we go. Then this game was amazing. The Order, 1886. This is the whole movie theater we talked about. And then that's, yeah, that
Sorry. You gonna list it down or?
I got it all down.
Okay.
Of everything. So they came out and talked about Destiny. They talked about how
experience this year
they're gonna have
is
exclusive
insane.
stages and DLC
left and right. All these indie guys just coming up, showing
They
things
also
that are just
showed off
so
a
different.
white
PlayStation
bundled Destiny bundle package, which was freaking awesome. I know a lot of people are like, I'm just gonna wait for Destiny to come out. I'm gonna get a PS4 white edition, which is looks freaking cool. So it's a white 500 gig hard drive PlayStation 4 with a white controller. After that, they talked about The Order, which is the game looked amazing. It had like a werewolf that he was fighting against. And I like the lighting of it, which was amazing. What do you think of that game?
The graphics were amazing. A lot of people were asking, is this a game? What's going on? Yes. The guy that made the game, no, it's actually that's the game. That's
The
what
Traveler.
we're playing. We're playing all
And its
high
arrival
def, everything's running.
changed
It
us
kind of looks.
forever.
Everybody's asking, is that movies? It's all no.
Great
That's how we made
cities
the
were
game.
built
It's
on
just so
Mars and
fluid. It
Venus.
feels like you're playing a movie, but it's not. It's actually all
Mercury
game.
became a
In the
garden
footage they
world.
showed like he looked like he was in a building.
Human
and the lighting,
lifespan
you could see
tripled.
like the particles in the
It was a time
sky.
of
in the
miracles.
ambient.
We
And then he
stared
was
out at
using
the
a
galaxy
flashlight,
and
so you
knew
could see
it
all,
was
like, the
our
dust.
destiny
And then
to walk in the light of other stars.
eating somebody, and then
But the
he looks at
Traveler
him and he just
had an
kind of
enemy.
morphs into like a
A darkness
I don't know if it was a vampire or
which had
wolf.
hunted it for eons across
in
the black
between,
gulfs of space.
And then it just starts
Centuries
chasing him.
after our golden age
like
began,
you said, it looks like you're playing a movie.
this
but it's
darkness
game
found
footage.
us.
Yeah, and it looks badass.
And that
Crazy.
was the end of
He
everything.
does sweep from scenes where he does like movies, but it switches so fluid that you
Kind of like Uncharted, how it goes back and forth,
Yeah.
where it's in-game engine, so you can't really tell.
yeah.
So that's the good thing about it. So after that, they talked about Intertwined, which was a game that you could download. You could download it right now for $10. They also talked about some standalone DLC for Infamous, where it's you play as the light fetch. You get to play as Fetch, the one you get the light power from.
The neon powers.
The neon powers. So you get to play as her.
And her backstory and what she did after she broke out. If you guys play the game, so you get to play that whole thing. It's supposed to be very long and it's worth it.
So this is what, Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
Okay. They also showed off Little Big Planet 3, which is freaking awesome game. They also talked about Dead Island 2. this had to be like the funniest game trailer ever.
Yeah, I really like the gameplay. I mean, game trailer.
And remember, Dead Island, the first one was really famous for its game trailer.
Yes.
The backwards girl falling through the window thing. So I think they did a good job with this one. They just got a guy like, working out, oblivious to the world of what's happening.
I just got bit.
Some random person just took a chunk out of my wrist.
But I gotta look good.
Yeah, look at I'm suave. He is a model though.
Hey, check me out, girl.
You want some of this.
I don't want that. What the?
Just gets mauled.
That's it. Done. He doesn't even notice because he's over there with.
He's all in it himself, and like how 80% of this world is right now. It's all about me, getting me, and doing me, and YOLO, and I guess YOLO doesn't happen because he lives after once. So he's there rocking his, beats. He's got his earphones. The limousine almost crashes into him with like 7 zombies on it. Then he got a helicopter with some zombies on it, taking it down. I want to know how the zombies got up there. And then he's
hungry,
there.
They're hungry.
Getting his workout on.
He's like,
he's like, man, my arm's numb, and oh man, I like that view. How like he just starts converting into a zombie. And the way his body changes, his teeth and his hair falls off. And then
he starts walking, limbs falling apart, everything, and that's it. It's done.
Now he's one of the Walking Dead.
Dog, I think that's so cool. The way they made it look, I like the lighting. No, it looks live.
Not just the lighting, the coloring.
The color, yes, the color.
The vibrant colors.
Yes.
It's kind of like the same color palette as she's dragging the boogie board.
And that they made an emphasis that on this game that each zombie is gonna be its own like entity or its own thing, So it's not gonna be the same zombie over and over and over. That they want to make it produce its own,
Yeah, being regenerating zombies all the time, which different from each other because that's and Dead Island. There's like, oh, this guy again.
Yeah. So that was their thing, and that's why they.
Well, they need to come up with different kinds. They need to have the walking, the running, the agile.
Yeah.
That's what makes it. And that's the supermodel that used to be on the billboard.
Get the body you deserve,
not the body you need. So they showed off a little Dead Island 2. Then they made a big deal about Grim Fandango, which was an old game.
Peggy 18.
Played one time on the PC that they're gonna get. They're gonna remake for the PlayStation. They talked about the PlayStation United States for $100, which I think is a freaking. But the PlayStation, the Apple TV is $100, and it just lets you play different media. This one plays different media, but it also streams PlayStation 4 to your bedroom or wherever it's located, and it also streams Vita stuff, and it's gonna have the whole PlayStation Now suite, which they said once the PlayStation TV comes out, you're gonna have over 1,000 games to choose from.
And they have the beta out already. There's people already trying it out.
Lord Infamous is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeesh, we just destroyed the whole damn table.
And I think that's a great move for PlayStation. See how I like how they talked at least a little bit of hardware.
A lot of people are complaining about the pricing. So
it's too expensive?
It's too expensive. So that's a good thing because Sony's gonna be like, ooh, I guess we can't charge that much when we come out with it. Maybe we need to bring our prices down.
Do you think it's too expensive?
I don't know what the prices are yet.
Oh, for PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the media
people
server.
that have the beta of the PlayStation Now know what it is. I haven't read what prices are yet.
Oh, yeah.
I just know that they've been complaining about how expensive it is.
So what do you think? $40 a month?
If it's $40, is a lot of money. I think it has to be at least $25 or lower for people to actually buy into it.
That's a lot still, though.
But that's the only way they can make money. They can make money, and people would pay. I think people are willing to pay $20 a month to be able to play whatever old PlayStation games that they want. It's $120 a year, but you get the whole fleet of PlayStation games. I think $100 for the PlayStation TV is cheap for what it does. Like, I really think I can have one my PlayStation in downstairs, and I could buy two of these, put one in my bedroom and one in Kukito's bedroom. And that's it. I don't have to worry. The only question I have is, which I know in my mind I already know, is if you can. Like, can I play a game in my bedroom and just play a different game? So certain games just I know it's wishful thinking, but it would be cool that I could be in my bedroom, be in my in the
and they lose a sale with PlayStation.
But you know what I'm saying? It kind of sucks because if I want to downstairs, let's say The Order, and Kukito wants to play Marvel Batman 3 that's coming out.
Wait your turn, son.
He's still gonna have to wait, you know.
Yeah.
But can't you play on the PlayStation 4 and you play with the...
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, if I play on the PlayStation 4, that's it. The other one, you could stream content, but they won't be able to. Maybe you could play the PlayStation now, but I'm
But still, yeah, I love it. It's another thing that we can do. If you don't want to do it, something you can do. Like, I have my something that I can come over. Whoever hates that, oh, upstairs, there you want to show it, hey, I have it downstairs, do that. I just gotta bring some controllers and play downstairs. And I don't have to do anything, don't disconnect, don't nothing. Or you can go to your friend's house and just log in and do whatever. Just like I think that's
or you could have your PS4 in your room, right? And let's say you want to go downstairs and you want to play, Sebastian's Joust. And you just play it, boom, and then everybody's downstairs, and you don't have to worry about bring a system now.
You make a TV a smart TV.
Yeah.
If it's just has HDMI, boom, it's a smart TV now.
Yeah,
so
now
you get
got your
all the
Netflix,
apps,
you get all the PlayStation
yeah,
apps.
exactly. So I think that's a great buy.
And at the same time, now PlayStation has to go into the app market.
Yes.
Because right now Xbox has a plethora of apps. And PlayStation has maybe like 20 or so. And some of them you're like Amazon, YouTube, Crackle. Yeah, but you like you watch now you're watching yeah, but it's cool. The YouTube app is cool because you get to watch YouTube on 65 inch.
Yeah, that's
sort of a little thing. Or like for a long time, my Xbox 360 was nothing but a ESPN watch thing because a lot of the Hurricane football games were on ESPN News, and my cable provider did not have ESPN News, so I would use my Xbox to provide me the footage of this. And that's how we got. That's how what I would use my Xbox for. So a lot of the times the apps are cool to use. Like the E3 app that the PlayStation came out with was amazing.
Yeah, that was cool. You get to see all the videos. You get to see all the content. It was okay. It wasn't that great because it was all web based. So it's like, you want to see this video, and you click it, and it just sends you to a link to a web-based video or a web-based page where you get to see the controller or the PlayStation Now stuff and stuff like that. So it wasn't really interactive. It was more like web-based clicking and stuff like that. So it was all right.
So PlayStation also showed off Mortal Kombat 10.
Yeah.
Which looked freaking cool because the environment, the new moves. I like the way they adapted the moves into. Okay, it was the last video.
Sorry, it's just I'm doing it from back here.
Yeah. So this is Mortal Kombat. You got Scorpion, Sub-Zero fighting in a forest. And this is actual gameplay footage right here that you're looking at. Boom, he breaks his elbow.
They're doing more X-ray, more detail on the fighting, and they have new moves, and they have 2 new characters that they showed off in through the Mortal Kombat, world.
Boom, I love it when you freeze them and the smoke and all that stuff.
And you see the ash and fire, and the whole video as when he uppercuts him. I think it's gonna be like that because like you can't really see your player.
He breaks a piece of the wood and freezes it.
But he says the environmental is gonna be crucial in this game.
Boom.
You get to use a lot of environmental
stuff.
Boom.
Kneecap.
X-ray. Boom. That is pretty cool. Oh, he blocks him, counters it. He says you could counter stuff like that now. Which I'm saying that the guy that produced the game when they interviewed him.
Yeah, his name is
but Sub-Zero
Ed Boon.
Come here.
Takes his head off. So that was Mortal Kombat, which we're excited to play. I always like Mortal Kombat better than Street Fighter.
Because it's more real. To me, it's more realistic. I think Street Fighter's more arcadey, more cartoony. This one seems, live.
This seems legit, the way you rip this guy's head off.
He's breaking his bones.
He broke his elbow like 3 times, but he can still.
I will have my revenge, but I will not kill
So they showed off that. They also showed off the game that to me just completely blows my mind. Not bad. We're talking about this one, No Man's Sky. It's just the way he explains it, like no one will start on the same planet, and everybody starts on a different planet. So imagine, hey, DJ, did you check out this planet? Which planet?
We're talking about how it's not impossible. This one did make it possible.
No, that's not. It's not. He says it's infinite, but it can't be infinite because it was generating extra Y.
It gets to a point.
I could imagine that maybe he has 1,000, colors, and then 1,000, different textures. So therefore, there's 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000. And there's a big number, but it seems infinite. And each world has different environments. Each world has different animals, and I bet you there'll be blue rhinos, and then there're gonna be purple rhinos, and there's gonna be orange rhinos.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Come on. And the funny thing is that this game came from the guys that made. Oh, sorry. It came from the same guys that made
Joe Danger,
the little Excite Bike looking game.
That was a good game though.
No. I'm not saying it's not a good game. It was an amazing game.
It's 7 guys doing that game.
And then it's like Excite Bike to this, where you got into a spaceship. You're gonna have a dogfight in outer space. Yes. We're gonna go into the atmosphere of another planet, and that's what I like. The way it
goes in and out,
and it's not that
seamless.
like
no
exactly.
downloading, no nothing. And he says it's just like that. This is it. This is what you're gonna see, and this is what it's gonna be like.
And I just imagine getting to a planet, and you know what it makes me feel.
He breaks the atmosphere. Boom, and he's in it. And he's flying in it.
It's awesome. Like, dog, this is the game that blew my mind out of of all the games.
Everybody got blown away from this game, and this is E3's game of the year. Got all the awards of every kind.
And you see the guy on stage, and he was like super shy because he's like, he's not used to this kind of attention.
Yeah.
And it's like,
but he knew. He's
the Trekkies. Basically Star Trek was that they would go to different universes and meet different alien races or whatever. So I just imagine getting to a planet, there's like an ocean, it's like, wow, look, I'm gonna jump in it, see what's in it, see what kind of life is in it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I can't wait for this game. And it is a PlayStation exclusive.
It is, yes.
So this is a big monumental win for PlayStation.
This game is beyond anybody's level of even imagining of what the possibilities and what a game should be like. Endless possibilities. We could be different every time. whatever you do, it's different completely. And he tells you there's fighting on the land, there's fighting in space, in the air.
There's laser weapons.
There's laser weapons, and you could pick them up. There's items, stuff that you can do crafting and stuff like that. It's not just, running around and stuff like that. So you have to take over bases. Sometimes you have to help some planets out and different things. So it has its meat, has a lot of meat in it. So it's not just,
And the thing is, it's when you get together, like you and I, it's like, this is what I did. What did you do? Then you can tell me what you did. It's like, damn, I want to experience that too. And that's the kind of stuff that I think is the future.
Yeah, that game has to sell for billions. If not, you guys don't know what games are.
Like, oh, this is boring. There's no respawning. There's no camping. How can I camp here?
I think this is beautiful. Artwork, beautiful workmanship on their part. Great idea. They took it to the next level. Game of the year, game of the century, if anything.
Yeah, if it delivers on what they told us, it's gonna be epic.
Nowadays, you have to take everything with a grain of salt, big time.
Because I can imagine it's smart for it to.
I honestly don't know what he said. This to me, it blows my mind. It blows my mind when you have that responsibility. So good. See this. Does anything you want? The graphics are not like, wow, how good. The graphics are not bad at all. I think everybody is the ability to did a free TV show called Power. It was basically about people with power and assassination of those people with power. And protected their country around the country. So now it's a graduate They also talked about Last of Us, the PlayStation 4 edition, and I've seen screenshots of it. I can't wait to replay it. And also to play the DLC, be out with it at the same time, which is next month. Just showed Metal Gear, and they also showed Grand Theft Auto 5, like you said, coming to the PlayStation 4, looking like what I saw screenshots and videos of before. Before, yeah,
so
when it came out.
And last but not least,
Batman, you say?
I wish my friend Arkham would call in. Maybe we can have him in next week. I'll talk to him because he has this whole theory about Batman and who it is and who it wants, who the Dark Knight is, which I really want to talk to him about. This is Batman. Looks freaking awesome. They're showing off the Batmobile right here. It's got Vulcan guns. It's got some missile launchers, which Batman doesn't kill anybody.
It's Nerf guns, guys. Relax.
Yeah. They're like
stunning rubber bullets.
They got tranquilizer darts in it.
Everybody's falling asleep.
So they showed the whole. Did you put the game tray one? Oh. So they have we saw footage of the Batman actually driving the Batmobile and flying through the city. I like when he comes out to the porch, to the balcony of the stage, and he looks out into Gotham. It looks humongous. It looks so freaking huge. It's crazy. So I can't wait to play this game. Rocksteady always does a good job with their games. They really love the Batman character, so they do a good job bringing all the characters. I didn't even know there was a Calendar Man. Thanks to Rocksteady, I know there's an arch villain of Batman that's called Calendar Man. So my friend Arkham, he's pasting all these other scenarios of all the villains that it could be. He says Zeus might make a appearance. He's talked about like 20 different characters that could possibly come out. So I'm gonna try to see if I could get him to call into our show next week and break it down for us. He's got a good take on it. So the Batman, I'm sure everybody's dying to play this game. So that was basically it. So you got any last words?
No. They showed off a lot of cool games, games basically. They did a little bit of hardware, a little bit of software. They showed off the camera software. You can make your own room and stuff like that. And now you could stream, like just make your own shows and
In
stuff.
the
I thought that
playroom?
was cool. Yeah, in the playroom. I think that's cool that they
Because
hear people
they
talking
saw
about
that
it.
people were setting up these little shows and
Yeah.
they had like 1 million people watching. So
It's crazy, yeah. So I like that they listen, and they're listening to everybody. And I think that's kind of cool on the PlayStation's part. They showed off a lot of indie games. They showed like 3 or 4, but then they showed like a plethora again, like of all the games that they're working on, and it seems a lot of cool games, really cool games, honestly. But yeah, I think they pulled a better show than Xbox because they had a variety of what they wanted to show, and they stuck to it, and they showed a lot of new hardware, and Morpheus was there. They showed 2 new games on Morpheus. They nobody knows this, but they announced a game of Morpheus that's gonna come out next year. Really cool. They showed the video preview. I'll show you guys next week. We'll talk about that.
yeah, we'll get more in depth. There was
And
so
I'll
much
show
stuff to cover.
yeah, it's just
I
a
had
lot.
like I gave my brother a hard drive full of like
46 videos. And to me, to edit these videos and put them into this thing, it takes a long time.
So we'll get more next week, and we'll get Arkham to call. We'll show off the game.
Yeah. They did a surgery game. They had this bobsledding game. Everybody loved it. They had no bad reviews. No, everybody was like, "This is the future. This is where it's gonna go to." Because I really feel that this is what we really need to enhance our abilities to see and feel and really see these things. And you really do with Morpheus or
with Oculus.
Oculus. And that's what all these big companies are trying to push, and they really see that is the future. And I really hope for it. I really do. I hope it's not one camera or something like that or some motion thing. And I really hope that people back into it, and they have the first game that really is backing this in, like we're making this.
Yeah.
And it looks really, really cool. I'll show you guys the next video. It's really cool.
Next week.
But yeah, overall, that's what I think about the whole E3. It's been exciting, it's been real. Honestly, it's been real. They haven't really showed some crazy like those old shows where they'll start playing football
Or they show a game that's in production, and it's like that doesn't come out for like 7 years later.
Yeah, everything is
So they're
basically
starting
a
to learn.
year or a year after, and they show a little gameplay.
They got new IPs coming out, new stuff that makes it good. A lot of exclusives. So you guys got to tune in to GameBros to get reviews and stuff. And just jump in the chat room and chat with us, and we'll answer questions and call in. There's our number. So we want to thank everybody for watching our show. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends. I know it's a long show. It's a 2-hour show. A lot of people will see it and they're like, oh, man. We're going to see if we try to break it up a little bit into little segments for other people so they can watch them, little pieces. But just play it in the background. Watch it in your spare time, little by little pieces. Please tell your friends. Please hit the subscribe button, and we're going to have a bunch of prizes and gifts to give out. So we want to thank everybody. We want to thank everybody that tuned in on the Soulful Radio side. Thanks for tuning in. We want to thank everybody for your support. So, just keep supporting us. We're trying our best here. So we want to thank everybody. DJ Fuego, Cuquito, Cuco. Always live in your world, but always play in ours. GameBros. Peace.